handoff to Cook, who cuts it back through a hole, shimmies and shakes, and has a first down. It's a 12-yard carry to the 35. James Cook using the gas lighter. He's going now.
From the 2, it's Cook inside for the Buffalo touchdown.
The Cook is in the six. Back to pass, has to dump it off to Cook. It's a screen. Fighting for the first down, he's got it. Gets away from a defender, 35-30, 25-20. Still on his feet, 15. Cuts it back, 10, 5. Looking for the end zone, and he's upended at the 2-yard line. James Cook was on a rampage and came up just short. The 1, Allen hands it off to Cook, cuts it inside, reaches for the goal line, and he is in for a 1-yard touchdown run. The Cook is in the kitchen.
Watch this. Carter right here is going to get outside and be like, I got you right here. Nope. Just that little one cut, extra effort.
Alone setback. There's the snap. It's another handoff. Cook going to cut it back through a hole. Dodges a defender. Up and out the gate to the races. Down to the 20. 10, 5. Touchdown, James Cook.
To the end zone for a touchdown and a brilliant run.
Put that on your highlight tape right now, Jim. I know you carry them each game, but that was next level. You used the joystick there for the jump cut, the wiggle, the giggle. Oh, how good is this guy, Cook?
Very often of late. Here's Cook, breaks it into Dolphin territory. Finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
It's a 7 here with 7 minutes left in the quarter. Hand off to Cook. Gonna work through another hole. Working behind blockers, and he's got another first down with Spencer Brown leading the way. Bradley Chubb on the tackle, but another 11 big yards as they'll move the stick. Here's the snap. Pitch play to the left to Cook. Blockers in front. Has a hole, and he's through it. 40, 50, and just tackled from behind by the final defender at the Miami 41-yard line, or he would have been G. Ocean left to right, handoff to Cook, who goes into the end zone almost untouched for a 2-yard touchdown run. The Cook is in the kitchen, and for the 7th straight regular season game, James Cook has the Bills once again have the lead. They're up 21-14. And he just missed breaking up the sideline on a touchdown-saving tackle by Dante Trader, the safety, who came up and got him by his shoe top.
To Cook. Cook at the 5, pinballing his way, trying to get to the goal line, and it's just short.
Dragged 2 defenders with him for a couple of yards. He's down at the 1. Allen under center, motion by Hawes. Cook gonna follow him, and he is into the end zone for a 1-yard touchdown run. The Cook is in the kitchen, and with that rushing touchdown, he becomes the Bills' all-time leader in consecutive games with a rushing touchdown. It's now up to 8.
Get nifty moves, and James Cook with another first down. 15-yard pickup for the man they call Jimbo.
Flat has Gilliam blocking in front, cuts it back, and he's got another first down. James Cook is Mr. Do Everything here today.
Documented in the Zoe show has become a really good player for them, 100 yards a game kind of guy, touchdown a game kind of guy. And they have the 2 tight ends. They've got receivers to
probably try to throw it. You know, if you want to go into the nickel now, maybe we try to run it a little bit more. James Cook, I mean, what he's done for that offense and for what he's done for Josh Allen is taken a big load off of the shoulder.
The 24, pitch play left to Cook, and there's a hole. He runs right through it. 30, 35, and he's out to the 37-yard line. It's a 13.
Another excellent run for James Cook. Got pushed out of bounds by Roseboom. That's good enough for double-digit yardage and a first down.
Another handoff to Cook, gonna bounce it outside. He's got the first down, lowers the shoulder, and drives the defender over the sideline. It's another first down for Buffalo.
Now toss play running to the right side for Cook. Another first down, and there he goes. Shoved out shy of the 50 by Trevin Wallace.
Play clock down.
Patient run, and he busts it through. Right on cue. Off to the races. James Cook. House call, touchdown, somersault.
Josh Allen handed that ball off, and about 1 second later threw his hands up. He knew James Cook was gone. Great blocking in the interior there. James Cook is putting on a show here today in Carolina.
Dalton in the shot handoff to Cook. Going to bend it back all the way to the other side, and he's going to run for another 12 yards and a first down. He just looked at the secondary and said, I'm faster. Cook through another hole, 15, 10, 5, and scampers into the end zone for the touchdown.
Over 200 yards, James Cook for the first time in his NFL career.
The Bills.
And I get it, it's on the road, hostile environment. You know Renegade will be
point victory and put an end to their own 2-game losing streak. Hand off to Cook, and a bounce it outside, and he's got the corner up the sideline, 45-40, and forced out of bounds by Jalen Watson. It's another first down as he goes 16 yards. Cook through a hole up the middle, lowers the shoulder, and it's an 8-yard gain out to the 38-yard line. Reggie Gilliam just obliterated someone in the hole. Motion from Hawes right to left, hand off to Cook through a hole up the middle, and dodges the safety. He's got a first down and more as he's into Kansas City territory. Man, he is quick as a hiccup.
There's Cook looking for 100. Cook needs 13 to get there. He's got 14. That's the
snap. Allen rolls right, throws it to Cook, who's complete down the sideline, and he stays. Back to pass, steps up in the pocket, looks for Cook on the wheel route, and he's into the end zone. The Cook is in the kitchen for a 25-yard touchdown reception.
Defense turns to offense for the Bills.
Pass has time, goes underneath to Cook, has a blocker in front, going to take it to the far side of the field, 30, tried to work up the sideline, 35, and he's out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's a 17-yard pass play. Servassier Dennis escorted him over the sideline. Roll right, toss it to Cook, and he's up the sideline, 50, 40, looks to shake the defender, lowers the shoulder, and is forced over the sideline by Winfield as he's down to the 35-yard line. It's a 23-yard pass play. Back is Cook.
Gonna go with Cook, who might have a heavy load here today. He's got a huge opening here to start it, and he's gonna bounce out after a pickup of 18.
Hand off to Cook, through a hole on the right side, darts to the middle of the field, spins off a tackle, and he's out to the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Cook cutting outside, and Porter's there waiting for him, but this time he's got to...
Another handoff for Cook, through a hole on a nice lead block, first down and more, 20, 15, 10, carrying defenders inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. It's first and goal, Buffalo, on a 32-yard rip by Cook. Pressure coming, fires into the right flat, complete to Cook, up the sideline, and still on his feet, and tiptoes out of bounds for a first down. It's going to be first and goal, Buffalo.
Most catches in the game with 3, and now up to 33 yards receiving.
Cook, with his 29th carry, is running with every bit the authority he did on carry number 1 tonight.
To the massive hole, and James Cook with his first big run of the day. 16 yards out near midfield for Cook.
Fourth coming, hits Cook up the left sideline, 30, 20, 15, 10, and forced out of bounds by Battle. It's going to be first and goal, Buffalo, from the defender, through a hole, gets away, stiff arms a man, down to the 5, reaching for the pylon. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, the other thing is, if it's knocked loose and it's determined to go out in the end zone, that's a touchback. So have to wonder whether they take a look.
Here for Buffalo, Josh Allen is 3 of 5 for 10 yards. Give it to Cook. Cook breaks a tackle and then dishes out some punishment.
And he skates into the end zone for the touchdown. The Cook is in the kitchen with a 5-yard touchdown reception as he beat the defender to the pylon for the score. So James Cook, with his 10th touchdown of the season, has finally got Buffalo on the board. To left, hand off to Cook, through a big hole, cuts it back, has a first down, lowers the shoulder, and he's down to the Patriots' 33-yard line. Blake right. Handoff goes to Cook, looking for the end zone, driving his leg, stretches, and he's in. No, they say he's short, down at the 1-yard line.
Allen believes it's a touchdown.
He might not have been down.
After review, the runner was in fact airborne and did cross the goal line with the ball. Therefore, it is a touchdown.
Cook dancing and Cook accelerating. Takes it just short of the 10.
Bills down 31-28. Here's the snap. Hand off to Cook, lowers the shoulder, looking for the end zone, and he's in! James Cook with a trifecta of touchdowns, punches it in on an 11-yard touchdown run, and the Bills are back in front 34-31 with an extra point pending.
In the division with
Hand off to Cook, cuts it to the left side, breaks a tackle, and drags defenders out to the 35-yard line.
James Cook deserves a great deal of love for what he's doing.
Here's the snap, pitch play right. Cook working his way through traffic into the secondary, and he's out to midfield. Another big run, this time for 15 yards.
Handoff. Cook gets around 3 defenders and then kicks it to another gear. Cook still going. Looking for the angle. Touchdown. Wow. Tremendous run. 44 yards.
Talked about the offensive line, but you also have to talk about just how special James Cook is. 3 carries for 67 yards and a touchdown on that first drive.
Into the secondary, lowers the shoulder, and dragging tacklers all the way down to the 37-yard line. It's a 13.
Handoff to Cook. Trying to get there, extends his arm. He's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. He's got 9 carries, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns.
From the 2, it's Cook inside for the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills had to have it, and they get it. Cook finishes.
That's the battle right there. That was
Off in time. Here comes the blitz. Get rid of it to Cook. If he can get past that, he's got space. And there he goes. Cook, 20, 15, 10. What a run. Cook down at the 1-yard line.
so good. He's going to go Lester, right? So we're going to go that way. And if they come from the other way as well, then he's got to throw that thing hot. They do. Van Noy comes off the edge. There's nobody left. Roquan Smith had to try to make the play and catch up because ultimately that was his responsibility. But that play and what we've seen from Lamar tonight as well, in the first week of the season, these guys are all over what defenses are trying to do to them, and they're making the adjustments to make them pay.
And don't lose the back end of the play where Nate Wiggins comes all the way over across the field, gets off a block, makes the tackle of Cook.
It's Cook. Threatened to go outside, cut inside, touchdown, Buffalo.
That's why you sign James Cook to all that money for plays like this. Watch this. Carter right here is going to get outside and be like, I got you right here. Nope. Just that little one cut, the extra effort. And you said his ability to kind of dance.
Went back out there, but expect him to ice it throughout this game.
Thank you, Trace. Look at that move by Cook. Oh. It's still going. James Cook to the end zone for a touchdown. And
next level. You use the joystick there for the jump cut, the wiggle, the giggle. Oh.
44 yards, and this move back to the case. 1st and 10. Cook adding up to the numbers, almost breaking it.
It was like Alabama 5 years ago, right? Where it's like Bama against an opponent that they're almost just bigger.
Middle Tennessee State?
A little bit, yeah. Like, well, not quite that far. Middle Tennessee State's really good, by the way. You'd be impressed if you see it. Remember, that's my kind of part of the world I grew up was.
Using very often of late. Here's Cook, breaks it into Dolphin territory. Finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
Now, you just talked about the 3 tight ends. Here's 2 of them on the left. What I love about this Bills offense is the backside. They finish blocks because they know the vision and the patience of James Cook. The ball is liable to bounce anywhere. He bounces it often, presses, and then bounces to the backside, makes one guy miss, and with his speed, you better hold on to your hat because they're center already.
2nd and 4. Very balanced offense. There goes Cook, breaks a tackle, taken down from behind, inside the 45-yard line. What a night already. 7 carries for 74 yards for number 4.
This is giving Miami some of their own medicine. Going to our right, offense is left. This is outside zone play. Good job there by Shavers, the receiver.
Cook is the back. Cook into the end zone. Made it look easy. Over right guard. Touchdown Buffalo. And Buffalo back up on top, 21-14.
Here's Cook. James Cook is in for a touchdown. And he sets a franchise record with a rushing touchdown in his 8th consecutive game.
But how about the vision of Cook? Where's the gap? Oh, no problem. And then he runs through Granderson.
Pause in motion, right back to Cook. Again, nifty moves, and James Cook with another first down. Out to the 45-yard line. 15-yard pickup for the man they call Jimbo here in Buffalo.
And what Buffalo's doing is building on what you were talking about. 41 to carry you to the football. Gilliam as the lead fullback. You know who else will take you to the ball? 85 Hawes, the tight end. He came across the formation and
8 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Just Cook finding some space, driving forward, and he's getting going now. That's a welcome sign for Buffalo as he rips off a dozen yards.
The scrimmage and let your running back go to work.
This is called duo. Watch the double teams. Everybody's double teaming. That's a great job by Dawkins and Edwards. That tight end folding in Jackson Hawes. That's one of the staples of this offense.
How about Shavers, guys, inside? The receiver came inside.
Now toss play running to the right side for Cook. Another first down, and there he goes. Shoved out shy of the 50 by Trevin Wallace. Good blocking by Jackson Hawes, who you pointed out. They kind of use him as the extra lineman, as a good blocker at tight end.
Yeah, so they got 4 guys they want to use. They got the 3 tight ends. Can you generate explosive runs? That's a different animal.
Here's Cook. Good patient run, and he busts it through. Right on cue. Off to the races. James Cook. House call, touchdown, somersault, he's in.
Well, you said it right on cue. That's the conversation around run game in the NFL. If you got to go 12, 13 plays and then fight in the red zone every possession, it's challenging. But watch the job here. Reggie Gilliam, watch this block.
Allen checks to the second call, which is a crack toss for James Cook, and it was a good call. It's a house call. It's a touchdown. Over 200 yards, James Cook for the first time in his NFL career.
I kind of had the feeling, I was going to say to you, it almost feels like you just try to get James Cook to 200 and then take him out. Little do we know it was going to be a 21-yard touchdown on his first touch after the break. You mentioned Wallace went out.
Against Houston in the 4th. What a win. Here's Cook. Little stiff arm to get free, and there he goes. Down the sideline on a first down as the Bills are driving with this opening series.
And the reason I brought up great vision and showing off.
Stops. 1 each. As Cook slides past the first wave and gets down to the 43. And it was Gilliam again who helped.
Back play we said earlier. On the long run we showed you. But watch, Gilliam right here. Looks like he's going to go forward, but he's going to actually work back. And this is the second time today they've gotten the Chiefs on that play.
And again, that's the play.
3 to go in the 3rd. Allen steps up, delivers downfield, separation, catch made, touchdown, James Cook!
This is a crazy tough ask of Anthony Nelson. Watch him. He's responsible for Cook out of the backfield, and there is just no way he is going to catch up to a fast James Cook with a running start up through that B-gap. All day long, Josh Allen saw it, took advantage.
Deciding who wins.
Hit 10 different receivers last week. Meanwhile, picking and threading his way is Cook. He's out in front, and Cook will take it all the way for a touchdown. Ford, who is now over 1,000 for the season.
Comes around, and instead it's the big fullback, Reggie Gilliam, 41. Watch him pick up the linebacker, Al-Shair, right there. And everybody else locks up in the interior. There's nobody, no penetration at all. And once the linebacker was picked up there, it was just off to the races.
Cook. Another nice move. He's got a 100-yard game, and off he goes. Down to the 7-yard line as James Cook is putting up a huge performance here for the Bills. 31 yards with that carry.
I want you to watch the backside over here.
Now dumps it over. James Cook, still on his feet, was able to shake off a tackle attempt and take it near the 7. Goes for 14.
This was outstanding by Josh Allen. His ability to look down the field, as you see the long hair get pulled just slightly. That's all. You want to have long hair.
Allen will throw. Catch made by Cook. And he waltzes in for the touchdown. Bills needed it, and they deliver.
Almost too easy for Josh Allen and James Cook as he just pitches it out there. You're going to see some confusion here. You're going to have him going over here, and then you've got Ellis, who's man-to-man trying to get over the top, but it's too late. And Josh Allen
on a give, Cook slices through, and he takes it in for the touchdown. A silencer from great drives with touchdowns for the Bills, and they go back in front here in the 4th.
This time it's going to be Osiris Torrance, the right guard, who punches and comes up to the second left.
Gets around 3 defenders and then kicks it to another gear. Cook still going, looking for the angle. Touchdown! Wow! Trumps James Cook to the house.
Talked about the offensive line, but you also have to talk about just how special James Cook is. There were 2 unblocked defenders in his face. He splits them, makes his way downfield, reverses course, goes all the way back into the end zone. 3 carries for 67 yards and a touchdown on that first drive.
JJ, we asked James Cook, winning the rushing handoff to Cook. Trying to get there, extends his arm. He's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The effort by Cook, you see it week in and week out, just trying to do the little extra something to get the score.
Let's see if he gets in. I think he might land on top of the defender and reach out. He does. That's a